Cheers, people. So what kind of moron decides to start a YouTube channel 2 months before they stop paying people to make the kind of comments that he wants to make? That'd be me. So I decided to try to get out some political observations that might help people that don't understand what the hell's going on. And now it apparently seems that there's definitely no way that you can make money doing that, which is cool. I got a day job. You know, that's why I've been busy and I haven't done any podcasts in a month, because, you know, I've got so much work because of this ridiculous thriving economy right now. For some bizarre reason, the Democrats are just trying everything on the planet to win the next election. And they're doing it every way except for coming up with political ideas and honesty. The newest thing is all of the Democrat and left-leaning, you know, social media platforms. First it was Facebook and Instagram, same thing. Then there's weird kind of fuzzy things that happen with Google in the background. And now YouTube's going bananas. And they're demonetizing everybody. Even people that don't really go as far right-wing, which is kind of funny. Because some guy from Vox, which is, you know, owned by NBC, I think, and sponsors The Verge, and has tons of viewers, tons of followers, and gets hundreds of millions of dollars in support, didn't like the way that somebody was referring to him. Didn't like the fact, probably, let's be honest, that Crowder was actually doing stuff like pointing out how he's full of shit on everything he says. See, I can say that. I can say shit. Because I never even tried to monetize my videos because I never figured I'd be able to make $1 off of them. I'm just hoping someone gets this message. And the message is to the leftists right now. And what it is that you guys are going to push people away from you. By censoring people on Twitter, you've already made Twitter a liberal, far-left microcosm. By doing that, you guys have got all the Democrat politicians running for president thinking they need to be far-left nutbags. And when they go to certain Democrat rallies and they try to talk to people, they boo them if they say stuff like, socialism isn't going to win the election. When they say stuff like, you know, we need to forget about Medicare for all, they get booed. And that's because that's what you're training the far left to do. The center left isn't on Twitter. The middle of the road Americans not on Twitter. And you guys are kicking off the middle right and calling them far right. So what you're going to end up doing is making sure they go to BitChute or Gab or sites where things can be open and honest, but at the same time, they're going to get a farther right viewpoint of things. You guys are doing the best thing you can to radicalize people right now. It's that ridiculous, and you don't understand it. What you need to do is stop banning everyone. Stop trying to influence things the wrong way by making up lies. Like, for instance, CNN, who's lost all of its ratings. MSNBC are losing all of their ratings. Maddow was chasing Hannity for like a year. And then everybody finally saw the Mueller report and they were like, oh, you guys have been lying for a year. There's nothing there. Every time Adam Schiff said, oh, I've got some stuff, you just don't know. Okay, well, didn't you give it to Mueller? No, you didn't. Because it wasn't there. It didn't exist. You didn't give him a phone number to a leprechaun. You didn't give him the mailing address to Santa Claus. And you didn't party with Bigfoot. So, instead of making up a bunch of horse shit, why don't you guys try to figure out what kind of policies would improve on this already ridiculous economy? But see, for some bizarre reason, Democrats don't want to do that. They want to, like, start taxing people, which everyone knows is going to make things crappier. So then, when you try to tell them, hey, don't do that, that's a bad idea, it's going to make things crappier, they call you a racist or a bigot. They call you sexist or homophobic. Why can't you just do the policy thing that works? Kennedy did that, and it worked. Reduce taxes, people spend more, economy goes up, you guys have more tax revenue. But instead, you want to do stuff like this Carlos Maza on Vox, and you want to like pick at somebody who's successful and get them banned, so that way no one hears what they say and that they're debunking the bullshit that you're throwing out there. It's biting your own foot off to try to like win this thing. It's not going to work. So stop it. I don't know how better to put that. CNN, if it wasn't included on every cable package for free, wouldn't exist. No one would elect to take it. Maybe like 5% of the people that gets cable. Fox News, which you basically have to get an upgraded package to get, they don't even have free streaming on Roku. It's not playing in every airport. It's not playing in every doctor waiting room. It's got better ratings. It's got like triple your ratings because you're liars. Vox keeps getting money injections from larger companies because it can't do it on its own. And now it's attacking people that call them out. So maybe you guys should stop lying, stop being tricky, stop doing this kind of horse shit. Maybe we all need to tell the cable companies that we need to be able to choose one news network per package. And then CNN will disappear. MSNBC will disappear. Maybe we need the government to come in and regulate Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. And they need to figure out and make a declaration on each one of those. Are you a platform or are you a publisher? Because once you make those distinctions, then you will either have to allow everybody on fairly, or the lawsuits will start and the company will be gone in a year. Figure out which one you are before we make the government figure out which one you are. Thanks.